Hi, welcome to the Crochet Authority podcast, the best and maybe smallest corner of the internet, where three incredibly talented and beautiful women claim to know everything there is to know about fiber arts.
We are Morgan,
Anna,
And Savannah.
three crocheters turned BFFs who consistently have too much to say.
consider this a glimpse into not only our conversations, but our overflowing and powerful minds. From our group chat to your ears, welcome to the pod. Oh my god.
Are you noticing anything different about today, viewers?
Whoa. It's really hard to tell, I think.
Yeah. No, there's nothing. No extra member.
The dead silence.
For me, this is normal.
No, this is
because
normal.
I'm just like always pretending that I'm in the conversation whenever I'm watching.
It's just a typical day.
I was listening to the new one yesterday in the car, and I was literally like driving, and I was like, yes, say it loud. Like, really like screaming in my car. Like I was like,
And
That's the only way to
that's
listen
how
to the
you're
podcast.
supposed to listen.
literally. No, but actually, like genuinely, very much enjoyed that conversation, like a lot.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, Jaime Creates.
Hey.
Full government name.
Oh my god, wait, let me take my full government name out of there. Like, how do I do that?
You won't see it. You won't see it. Don't worry.
I was like, whoa.
We like dox you.
No, I said it's fine. It's
Oh
it's
my
already
God.
been doxed. Like it's already.
I mean, you're
on the
a
book.
published author.
Yeah. Like it's there. But
It's there.
No, it doesn't
but
show.
yeah.
It's just for
Well,
us.
Okay.
Just
okay.
in case
I
we
was
forget
like,
our,
whoa.
our names.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, Jaime Creates is actually my full government name. Sorry for
That's
Yeah.
anyone who thought otherwise.
on your birth certificate.
Literally. Hey,
Well,
this is
Hey.
my
this is
dream
so
come
exciting.
true. This is literally my dream come true. I'm like, yeah.
You're our first
Actually-
blonde on the pod.
Oh,
Yeah.
first blood.
okay.
That's
Well, considering none of us are
really
blonde,
pushing-
and Emma
Does-
is not blonde.
Does being
Well, Emma's blonde.
now.
Wasn't it
Now.
when they were on?
Well, now
They
not when they're
weren't
on
a
the
blonde then.
Okay.
Mm.
So our first blonde.
I'm definitely a natural blonde.
Yeah.
Totally.
We're making strides
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
for the blonde.
100%. Yeah.
Close enough.
Awesome. So
Off
how
to a
about we have
great
the first
start.
natural and organic blonde on this podcast, on this knitting and crocheting podcast here today.
Amazing.
Here today, also in 2 separate days.
Yeah,
It
I
is
was gonna
technically
say
separate
happy
days.
Yeah.
happy International Women's Day, but it's actually not for you guys.
Oh.
Is that tomorrow?
No.
It is for me today.
Wow.
Whoa.
For you
Oh
today.
my God.
Well,
And I'm
happy
talking to
International Women's Day you.
3 powerful women on International Women's Day. It's like
Period.
literally.
Great way
And
to
you.
celebrate.
And yourself.
And you.
Did you want to introduce yourself at all? We just
Oh my god.
We just jumped in.
Yeah, literally. Oh, I'm so bad at introductions. Hi.
okay.
Hey, I'm Jaime. From my full government name, Jaime Creates. And I do knitting. That's the only thing I know how to say.
Yeah.
I do knitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's
I'm
true.
a knitwear designer, content creator, as per usual, and author.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what else do I do? I don't know. Nothing else. Yeah, that's it. And I'm here to have a
More than
kiki. I don't know.
Here to be silly with the girls.
Yeah, literally.
Mhm.
That's it.
Silly with the girls.
To gab. We're just gonna gab for an hour. Call it a
Yeah.
day.
Gab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Half of the people here are published authors.
Whoa.
With the same publisher.
Yeah. We could have guessed.
Crazy.
This episode
The other
was
half
not
are me and
sponsored
Morgan.
by Page Street, unfortunately.
But is it though? Is it though?
Do you know something we don't know?
No, we do not. Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, welcome.
when are
Jaime,
you guys
all the
getting
way
your
from-
book deals?
Oh my God.
They're like you're drafting the contracts.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think me or honestly, no, I don't think me or Morgan should write a book separately, but we should write a book together.
That would be powerful.
Yes.
That would be
Genuinely.
fun.
What would you call
I think it would be
So
it would be
you
a
know
mess
you're listening, Page
and,
Street.
and
That could
me
be.
and Morgan have yet to meet.
True.
We have different styles, but like the book, it could be written.
It
Yeah.
could. It could.
We'll just
We
bully
could
one
figure it
another to
out.
finish.
Anything's possible.
We'll find a way.
Really. Jaime is coming. Where do you live, Jaime? Melbourne.
Melbourne. Yeah. Melbourne, Australia. So first Australian on the podcast too,
Slay.
which
Oh yeah.
isn't a
That's
surprise
true.
at all.
So true.
Why would no one cares about
my
us? Like,
There's like four
Well, you
four
are the
Australian
only-
knitters.
no,
In
Yeah,
the world.
you were actually the only Australian knitter ever. So
Yeah.
that's
True.
potentially
Congrats
true.
potentially true.
No, it's not true.
Well,
It's not
where
true.
are
There are
they?
many. There are many. There are
Yeah.
many. But yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
I'll
joining
claim
us.
that one. Thank
Yes.
you for having me.
We're gonna chat about you and your book.
Oh.
Okay.
I went to
But
like
first-
a thing last night. It was like my friend's going away party. She's like moving overseas,
Aw.
but like I'd posted on my personal Instagram like me being like, "Guess I'm a published author," and so every single person's going to be congratulations. I'm like, this is not for me. This is
It's not about me right now.
not about me. Not about me. But yeah. So I feel like I've just been talking about myself way too much, but it's okay. I'll just do it for another hour. It's all good.
Yeah.
Cheers.
We're gonna force you to. Sorry.
Yeah.
The authority has spoken.
What's everybody working on right now?
Oh my god. I want to know.
Oh
Question.
my god, I've been working on sweater number 15.
True.
One of my favorite things to wear.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
have it with me. It's downstairs in my tote bag because last Sunday I went into the city to see Miss
City
Lola
girl.
Tongue in Hades.
Oh my god.
So I was working on it on the train because I'm cool and mysterious
Wait,
and
wait.
better than everyone
How was
else.
it? How was it? How was it?
So
I need
it
to
was
know.
so good. It was really, I honestly, it was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought she was going to be like phenomenal, but it was even better
Oh my
than
God.
I imagined. Jordan Fisher is
Yeah.
also in it right now. He was amazing. I met Lola Tongue at Stage Door, which was
Ridiculous.
so, if you know me, you know how deeply important The Summer I Turned Pretty is to me. Like, formed my preteen into teenage years. Like, that is so, oh my god. So, like, meeting her was really cool. But
oh my god.
I got like almost the entire back beginning portion done on the train down, and I haven't worked on it since because I've been busy working and doing other non-fiber art stuff, which is boring, but that's really the only thing I'm working on right now. But it's a good
Stunning.
one.
Amazing.
Savannah?
Slay.
I just worked on
Blanket?
the cat blanket today, yeah, as per usual. I finished my
blanket.
first run through of the chart. I'm doing 4 in total, so it's gonna take a while.
It's gonna be a big
It's gonna be-
blanket.
Yeah, I laid it out, and I think it's going to be the size of my queen size bed.
Oh, that's
So-
nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's unnecessary, but it's nice. It's gonna be 36,000 stitches
Holy.
once it's done. Over
Just a few.
36,000. Just a couple, just a few. But yeah, I think that's the only thing I have made progress on since I turned 21 since our last
Happy
recording. Pretty
birthday.
exciting.
Savannah, I did not realize you were so young. Like, I've just been like
A
bamboozled.
small
Like
child.
recently,
Well-
I don't know when it was. You like posted a TikTok and you were like, I was like 19. I was like, wait, what? What? I don't know. I thought we were all the same age. That's not true.
Wait,
So
how
you
old are
think
you,
I look
Jamie?
old?
I'm 24.
Okay, so
Mm.
I'm elderly.
That's reasonable.
Cool.
Old.
Old.
Oh my god. Speaking of blankets, I saw, maybe it was a TikTok, of this person who crocheted a weighted blanket using beads, and it
What?
looked really cool.
That sounds painful.
I want that.
Yeah, how would you even deal with that?
No, that sounds so
while
good.
making it?
Beads. That doesn't sound comfortable. I can't comprehend
Like
what.
beads
Like-
inside?
Like pony beads, yeah.
I want
It
that.
was
I
it
love
was
the
a
idea of a
really
weighted
pretty
blanket.
blanket too. I don't think I liked it, which I kind of wish I did. But
Yeah.
anyways, Jamie, what are you working on?
Okay, I have it next to me. I've been working on literally way too many things, but I think my most active whip at the moment is a test knit. Back in my test knitting era. I haven't posted this
amazing.
literally at all. I'm sure by the time this comes up, I will have put something on like a story or whatever. It doesn't look like it, but let me just like.
Oh, is that
okay.
Sweet
Fridays?
Oh, is
Friday?
We all know who it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's the Heartless Top
Oh.
by Midsummer Knits. You know
Yeah.
Emma from
Midsummer.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Not
yes,
Friday
yes.
Knits. Not Friday.
No.
It's not Queen
Too
Phoebe.
many summers.
Queen Phoebe,
Summer Friday.
another Australian knitter. So proof
Oh,
that
okay, so
there's more than one of us.
There's two.
Yes, but yeah, it's really hard to show the heart because
Yes.
it's
Yeah,
like curling up, and I
it's
haven't
gonna
done
be
the I
stunning,
cord
though.
yet. But there's a heart there. I promise you. I promise it's a
You've made a
heart.
lot of
Believe you.
progress. Didn't
I
that test
know.
like just start?
No, literally, I did because I was binging, catching up on Love Is Blind last week. And I did like the whole back and like almost the whole front. Like, I don't know what happened. And then, yeah, I've
That's
just been working on this, but it's on, I'm doing it on 3mm needles. So God knows how, because I can't match gauge for the life of me. So just size down. And I've done all the edging. So I literally just have to like do the body. I'm just going to go until I run out of yarn. So I'm having a great time.
Please.
Oh, and then I have to do this, there's like a wire thing in the middle. I have no idea I have no idea.
I was so curious because she's been posting about it for a while.
Like a year.
And like, I know the test was just more recently, like the call was put out and it just started. So ever since I like first started following her and saw the pattern, I was like, how did she do the heart? And it's so crisp and beautiful. Like I just know it's a well-written pattern.
Yeah, and it's her first ever pattern, so I was like, I have to test this. Like, I want to like
That's
help
a tough
her.
one.
So slay. Yeah.
Yeah, she's really like
so
I
brave.
haven't even like ventured into
Wow.
like negative ease and like super like fitted
Yeah.
shaping. Like I want to, but like I'm scared. And she's just like, first pattern like straight away. I think she worked with like a tech editor to do the grading, so that was really smart. But
Nice.
Good, yeah.
but yeah, so far so good. And I'm using this really pretty hand dyed yarn that I've had in my stash for like over a year, well, maybe like 2 years, from Ching Fiber. It's like
I was
so
gonna
nice.
say it
So I'm
looks
finally,
very Ching.
yeah. So I'm finally using this. So we love a stash buster, I guess.
Yes.
So
slay.
that's me.
It's a good one.
And you,
Well, I've
Morgan?
got. So I'm basically done this one. Here she is.
Oh my god.
How are you like this?
I don't know, Jamie.
Literally
I don't know
how?
if you heard.
I don't know.
I redid the front
I
panel.
I heard.
And then now she's blocked and finally dry.
That is insane.
And so I'm gonna do some embroidery on the back. So I just have to do that.
Wait, talk about the bows, because I don't think you talked. I think you told me about that, but not
Oh
Yeah.
the
pod.
the bows.
How you did the
Oh, the
and how
I
it's
cord
the-
at my big brain moment. I did while I was knitting it. I did like an attached I cord, and then I just continued it.
Her
for
mind.
bows.
Yeah.
What?
Literally.
Isn't that crazy?
So good.
Say, I'm really pleased.
Morgan,
It's
hard
so
to lose
neat,
you
like the
knitting.
color work, like having just done something similar. I'm like, how did you get that to like look like that?
A lot of practice. I love the
Oh
inside.
wow.
How
That's
fun is that?
insane.
It shows up really good on camera.
I know, you
actually.
could literally like you could use
That's
that as
so
like the right
crisp.
side.
Yeah.
You have to post the wrong side when you
inside.
post it, because
I
that
will.
is so good.
Yeah, you gotta do
So
both.
I'm really
OMG.
happy with how this has turned out.
Mm.
It's almost
Fantastic.
done that.
That's crazy.
What are the
But,
like what does it say on the front? I'm curious.
Oh, it says it's an Ethel Cain lyric.
Oh yeah.
So it says, "So baby girl, good luck taking care of yourself." From the song "Sun Bleached Flies," one of my favorite songs of all time.
And you just
Very
made it for
depressing
funsies.
song. Pardon?
You just made it for funsies.
Yeah, it's just because it's one of my favorite songs, and I
that.
just do that all the time.
Yeah, you kind of put yourself into like a little niche of
Music.
making music
Making
related,
music.
like,
Ugh,
mainly
Morgan
like
Sarah.
vests, but sometimes it's better.
Yeah, so that's what I'm working on mainly.
Love.
Is it finished? It looks like it's done.
Yeah, I'm just have to add some embroidery on the back.
Oh yeah, you said that. You
Yeah.
said that. Yeah.
Listen,
Sorry. Sorry. Oh my god. Wait, did we all
Alright.
did we all say? Yeah, I think we did.
yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Crazy.
Wow.
Well,
Yes, yes.
And
now
that's
we're
the
just gonna
podcast.
ask
Yep.
Jamie some questions.
Now we gotta go.
Yeah. Star.
Well, stunning. Well, we've already made some noise that Jamie is here, which is the first point on our list. We made some noise. Okay, but I feel like you have talked about this. Like, I feel like I've seen you talk about it, but just for the people who maybe aren't familiar, what's your background with fiber arts? Like, how'd you get into it? All that good stuff.
Okay. Sure. So I started actually crocheting first, so I'm one of you. Don't worry. I understand. I understand, literally. I started crocheting in 2018. I was living overseas for a year, and I And I was bored. So my friend taught me to crochet and I became obsessed because that is my personality, apparently. So I started crocheting and just became obsessed and like was just doing it for fun the whole year. Then I came home and then in 2019 I maybe around this time, maybe a bit later in the year, like I don't know, somewhere in the middle of 2019, I decided that I was gonna learn to knit because I was a bit sick of everything that I was making. Like I wasn't wearing any of it, and I just wanted to make stuff that I would wear. Not that crochet isn't wearable, but it just like the stuff I wanted to make. I don't know. I just like felt that
No, I get that.
would be like knitting would be better, basically. So I learned to knit and was just doing it for fun for like that whole year as well. Nothing I was making was very pretty. I wouldn't wear any of it now, but that's okay. We have to start somewhere.
So real.
So literally anything I made in the first 2 years, like, will never see the light of day. But yeah, and then in 2020, I was still doing it, and then during COVID, I started I had my Instagram, I think, actually from 2019, but it was like I never posted on it. Like it was it was a bit of a flop. It was called Crochet by Jaime, and then I changed it to Jaime Creates at some point because I was like, well, I'm knitting now, so.
The ancient
Well, at the time, I thought it would be both, but then it kind of just turned into knitting. So, yeah. Anyway, and then at some point in 2020, I was just like, maybe I should like start like taking this a bit more seriously. Like I've got more time on my hands. Like maybe I should try and like gain some followers. So, I don't know. I started like experimenting with color more and like posting more like pretty things on Instagram. And then that was fun. And then I started gaining followers pretty quickly. And then in 2021, I started releasing patterns. And then I don't know, now I'm here with the book. I don't know what happened in between then. But yeah.
It's all a blur.
Yeah, literally. But yeah.
That's so like you pick up a hobby because you are bored and you want something fun to do, and now you have a book and a career.
Yep.
Like,
So
just
beautiful.
what happened there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oops.
I don't know. Oops. But no, I mean, I'm happy that it happened because like I was at university at the time and like hated it so much. Like I hated uni. Like I have not done anything with my degree at all.
What did you study?
I studied gender studies, so yeah, happy International Women's Day.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with gender studies, fully just a uni
So
thing.
you hate women? Or?
No, love women.
So
that's what I'm hearing.
Love women, but it was more just, I don't think it would have mattered what I studied. Like, I think it was just like, I hate
Not
it.
for you.
That's
uni.
fair.
Probably because I have
Very
ADHD
fair.
and I was doing it during COVID, so that probably
Not
had
helpful.
Yep.
an impact on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It kind of doesn't really matter at the moment, and we'll see what happens. You know, when I become a best-selling author, like
Of course.
Period.
Number
Who
one
needs
in
a
New
uni
York
Who
Times.
cares?
yeah, obviously, they're literally not going to happen. But yeah, so that's me.
That's all you.
Yeah.
We were also going to ask, I feel like you kind of already answered this already, but like what got you into pattern writing specifically?
No, I didn't really answer that. I don't know. I think I was just like, other people are doing this. This looks fun. Like, I was getting more into like freehanding pieces anyway, and so I figured like I should try pattern writing. So I figured it was a good skill to have as well, like to be able to kind of like just like create designs and like size grade and stuff. And yeah, sorry, I haven't taken my ADHD meds today, so you might there be a bit of a lag going on.
Between that,
It's usually how it
being
goes
the
anyways.
end of the day for me and Savannah, it is almost 11 for Morgan. Like, insane lineup we have right now.
Yeah, sorry, but yeah, no, and then I just started. I don't know, I just did it, and then it was fun, and then I just kept doing it, and then somehow got a book deal. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
Love that.
It's kind of like felt like the natural thing to do at the time. Whether that's like legit, I don't know. But that's just kind of what was happening. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that though. We kind of talked about this, or at least I know it was one thing that I brought up in the conversation that we had for the last episode about like monetizing. It's not that I like didn't want to get into pattern running, because I obviously did, because I still had a conscious choice to like do it or not to do it. But there definitely is like that influence of like, oh, well, everyone else seems to be coming up with their own designs and writing patterns for it. So I guess that's what I should do next. And obviously, like, if it works out and you enjoy doing it, like, that's like ideal. That's what you want to happen. But I get the being like, oh, well, I guess this is the next thing I'm going to do.
Yeah. And there's some people that don't do it. And I have like a lot of respect for people, especially who are doing like, who are still running a business in this. I know like this is like last week's topic, but like, like running a business in this space but not selling patterns, like that is like, that was just not, I kind of got to a point, because I used to do like markets and stuff, which I would still like to do again this year. I just like didn't have time for it last year with the book. But I think just like relying solely on selling pieces, it just like didn't bring me joy. Like I make for myself, like that's why I knit. Like first and foremost, like everything I make is just like, will I wear this? Like I genuinely, even though I have like so many knits, like it's genuinely out of hand, I do wear a lot of them. I feel like I hear a lot of people saying like, I never wear my knits. Like I'm wearing them like all the time.
You genuinely do.
Yeah.
I was watching your Taylor Swift videos, and like every single day.
Yeah,
it was, like,
yeah, literally. No, because and even in summer, I'm still wearing my knits, because like I'm making things that I would genuinely want to make, want to wear, and then I'll just turn them into patterns. But I'm not necessarily like writing a pattern just because like I think this is like a trendy thing that like other people want, but then like I never get any use out of.
For sure.
So that just kind of made more sense for me. Like, how am I able to like, not that like I'm only doing this to make money, but if I am going to like make a career out of this, then it's like, how am I able to still like do the thing that I like knit for the reason that I want to knit, which is like for myself, but then still be able to like make money from that, you know? But then you do end up with like an overflowing closet. So I do have to deal with that at some point. But yeah.
There are worse problems to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah. So that's me.
Well, I mean, I think as you were saying that, like something that came to mind for me is like, I feel like because you're making for you and you're making for the joy of like making the wardrobe you want, opposed to like following trends blindly just for the sake of selling a product or a pattern or whatever. I feel like it has led you to having like a very distinct style in your makes. Like you can tell that something is made by you because the colors or the look of it, right?
Thank you so much. I have so much like,
which I think
self-doubt when it comes to that. Like I'm like, no, like what even at my like I don't have my style like at all. Like I make random things. So that...
I feel, but from like an outsider like looking, opposed to like obviously if you're like looking and you're like surrounded by it, I totally get that, because I feel similarly about my stuff, like my videos specifically. But but what would you say that like your influences are, like maybe in the beginning or now or whatever, that's kind of like led you to finding like your style with making garments and such?
It's so hard because like I said, like I really don't even know if I've ever kind of, other than like my color choices, I feel like I've never really nailed down like a specific, like you look at it and then you like know like no offense, but like why did I say no offense? This is like a compliment. Morgan, I'll see like a piece from you and I know it's from you, and there are so many people that I can like say that about, but I feel like for me it's like I just don't like, I don't know, I don't think that about myself, so it's hard to say that I have like specific influences. I feel like I definitely like what I'm seeing on my feed, but I'm often just like looking for fun stitches and like just what do I feel like? Do I feel like doing something with cables today? Do I feel like doing something with color work? Or do I feel like doing something? Do I feel like doing something with, you know, lace work? Like whatever it is, that's kind of where I start, and then usually just go from there. But I don't know. I don't have like very specific influences, which I think is good, because otherwise my work would just like look like a lot of other people's. Like it would just be like.
But I feel like you using unique stitches is like how I can recognize that it's yours, because like a lot of your pieces are, not all of them obviously, but I feel like you really get to like highlight a stitch. Like I'm thinking about like the waffle cardigan and jumper, like that highlights a very interesting stitch, and you use the interesting stitch to make an interesting garment, and I feel like a lot of your pieces are similar to that, so that definitely makes sense.
Yeah, that's kind of like how I like have the most fun and like don't get bored. to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But
took
this year I
colors for me,
definitely,
I think.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I definitely want to like try and venture out into some more like the unique thing about the design isn't necessarily the stitch, but like the way it's constructed or like a specific detail. I kind of want to like explore that a bit more this year with new designs. But yeah, thank you.
Can't wait.
Yeah, and like I just like using fun colors that will bring myself and other people joy. So yeah,
Good.
Yeah.
And it
For
does.
sure.
Your feed is so beautiful and bright and colorful.
Yeah.
It's true.
Thank you.
I also like just like great pictures as well.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All around.
Like your pictures for the book.
Oh, as in, yeah, I can't take credit for that because I didn't
yeah.
take them. But
I mean, hello, they're pictures of you. Yes, you can.
I was there, but I did not take
there.
them.
Well,
I
Very
happened
much
to be there.
professional photographer took those. Not
Well,
me.
they all turned out phenomenal.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is like exposing you, so if you want us to cut this out, we can. But I remember you like months ago posting on your close friends on
that's
Instagram
fine.
being
That's
like, guys, we found the perfect Airbnb and whatever. And I was
Yeah.
like dying to see the photos.
I couldn't.
Because you had
I
like
couldn't
shown
not
like little snippets of stuff.
Yeah, I was like, I have
It
to
was
just
so good.
do
And even
something
then I was
right
like,
now. Yeah,
I
I
know.
was freaking out.
I was like, I gotta see these pictures.
Yeah.
Like the way that you found that place is just insane.
No, like it was
It's
fully.
just insane.
I was like about to get on a
Perfect.
call with the photographer. We had been looking for Airbnbs for like so long, like so many different ideas that we'd had fallen through. We had to like do the shoot during winter. It was like a whole thing. Because we were like wanting to do outside, but then it was just like not a vibe. And then I'm like about to get on the call, and like I had a bunch of Airbnbs that were like not even nearly as like insane as that one. They were just like normal like houses that were just like nice. Just hard to believe that like my book photo shoot would have been completely different if this had not happened. I then just did like one quick Google search before I went on the call, and I wrote colorful Airbnb Victoria, and then just like because I didn't before I was just searching on Airbnb, but then I was like, no, I'm going to do a Google search, and then the place that we found came up like straight away, and I click on it and it has like a ball pit and like a giant ice cream and like a pink kitchen, and I was like, this is not happening right now, this is not happening. And then I get on the call and I was like, Alex, I just found the most insane. But like we were literally like losing our minds. It was like
That's
just
crazy.
like it was like a perfect scenario. Like I'm just so happy that we found it because now my book looks pretty.
Looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It matches the vibe perfectly.
Yeah. No, there was like so many crazy coincidences. I haven't even like there's still one I need to post that I'm sure I might have posted already by the time this comes out. But like the wall was literally the exact same colors as my jumper that like I had hand dyed. That I'm gonna find it so I can show you because it's like you literally can't make this stuff up. Like it's insane. Hold on, where is it? Oh no! Oh, and the stairs. I'm
thank
sure
God
you
you
saw
didn't
the
Google
stairs
it.
as well, right? The staircase
Yeah.
that was literally the exact
Yeah.
same colors. And then where is it? Yeah,
It was fate.
look at this. You can't write this.
Yeah.
Like
Yes. That's crazy.
exact same colors, like the
That's
orange, blue,
incredible.
pink, yellow, like orange, blue.
That's
pink,
nuts.
yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Wow.
just beyond like
It literally looks like it was like a set.
no, like
Yeah.
they built it
Like,
for the
That's
For
like
the
that
book.
was literally
For the book.
it was crazy.
Well, when they were making it, they were like, one day,
Yeah, one day.
Jamie is gonna come here and take photos for her book,
Yeah,
and we're gonna make
fully.
it perfect for her.
Yeah, no, it was insane. So that was just very cool thing.
So tell us a bit about your whole book process.
Um,
Yes.
When were you first approached? When did you start writing the patterns? All that fun stuff.
Yeah, so I was first approached at the end of January last year. Got an email from an editor at
Quick
Page
turnaround.
Street. Yeah. yeah. Savannah's like, how? I honestly don't know. Like, it's bizarre. I just I was very fortunate to like be in a place where I like in a state in my life where I was able to like just like
Full
not do
time.
anything else. Yeah, like
Yeah.
and I fully recognize that is not the case for everyone. And like, if had this come at a different point in my life where I was either, at uni like you were, or, doing another job or anything like that, or like not living at home, like so many different things, I would have not been able to turn it around this quickly. So I'm very grateful that was able to happen. But yeah, like going into the year, like I just did not, like I was like a bit lost. Like I had been doing this full time for about 6 months at that point. And I wasn't really sure, like I was like, do I just keep doing this, or like I don't know, like I was just a bit unsure about what the year was going to look like. And then I got that email and I was like, well, that's my year sorted. So that was great. But yeah, so basically got the email at the end of January, like freaked out, like just like could not believe this was even like, I was just like eating lunch on like a random Wednesday. Like I was just like, what is going on? Major imposter syndrome. But yeah, had a call with the publisher, and decided on the concept for the book, which is, haven't even said the name of the book or the concept, so great promo, Jamie. The book is called Fast and Fabulous Knits. So the idea is that they're all like quick knit, like garment patterns. So not just like, I feel like when you think of quick knits, it's often like a beanie or a scarf. But the idea was that like, and it's also, when I say quick knit, I mean like relatively quick. Like I didn't make any of these in an hour. Like it's not like that, but it's like
make this sweater in 1 hour.
Yeah. It'd have to be like those arm knitting, like blankets. Like
you knit it onto yourself.
Honestly, like home ecology, like they're super super chunky. But yeah, no, not like that. But like relatively quick knits that you can make and feel accomplished in like a reasonable amount of time, and like the back it says, I didn't come up with this, so I can't take credit, but it says no more half finished sweaters, and it's like, yes, like that cute pile of whips, like big on. So that was the concept that we decided on, and yeah, signed the deal. Must have been like exactly a year ago, like early March.
Wow.
I had already started working
That's
on
crazy.
like I'd done like one pattern, I think, during February, because Savannah, I'm assuming it was the same for you, but you had to do like a pattern before you signed the contract, and they had to like review that, and you had to do like a table of contents as well. So
I need to interrupt here.
Yes.
I at that time I had already done the solar flares pattern for myself.
You were smart.
So I think that counted as mine.
Yeah.
I did not plan that, but did you make a new pattern for that?
Yeah, I didn't do any patterns that I already were already existing. Like I didn't, for some reason, because she was like, if you have any that like you couldn't possibly leave out, like it would make no sense. It's like there are definitely patterns I could have included, but anyway, I think I just thought because the book was still going to come out for a year, and like any of the patterns that I would have included like would have already been out for a while at that point, I was just like, I should probably just do new ones. I don't know. And then I just kind of ended up with 18 based on like the ideas that I had, because they said somewhere between 15 and 20. So there were points in time though when I was like really close to finishing, but I was like stressing about not having enough time, and I was like, if I had just done 15, I'd be done right now. Like, I don't have to do this to myself. Like,
so real.
It was so unnecessary. But like, obviously, I'm happy with all the designs that ended up in the book, and I survived and I made the deadline, so it's all good. But yeah, and then basically, so the reason it was such a quick turnaround was because they basically said to me, okay, so here are like your proposed deadlines. The first deadline was July 15th. We'll never forget that date. Ingrained in my brain like forever.
Yeah.
July 15th, and if I meet that July 15th deadline, then it will come out early 2024. Like they originally said like February, March, but it ended up being April 2nd. And so I was like, okay. And they were like, August 15th, so you get a month extra to work on it. September 2024. I was like, oh, like I get a month extra to work on this to then have to wait another 6 months for it to come out. Not worth it. Not worth it. Like, very grateful for that, like having that like foresight to just be like, just push yourself, because if you have to like, firstly, because I'm so bad at keeping secrets, like I announced it like straight away. Like I just could not, like I could not, like
gotta let the masses know.
The feed would have been dead if I had like not said what I was doing. Like that was like my main concern. Like,
you just go silent for months.
No, that would have
like the queens who go on RuPaul's Drag Race. You're just like not
I
posting anything.
I was gonna say, is she on
Is
Survivor?
Jamie okay?
No, and then oh my god, I wish. But actually, I do not wish. But I well, yeah, Australian Survivor is very long, so probably would be around that time. But no, like I I was just like, I'm gonna come back to have like no audience to promote this book to. So I was like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Real.
So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna obviously, with it being a quick knit book, I was like, it's more reasonable to meet that deadline than if I was doing like everything's on 4mm needles. Like
You
that
have to
would
prove
not.
that it's quick to knit.
Yeah, and like that just wouldn't have happened. So I was like, you know what, like just really push yourself. And I was like so motivated and excited about it, and like genuinely, it was like every single day, like I had this like thing that I was like waking up to do, and like I just like
Nice.
pumped it out.
That's so sweet.
So yeah, I managed to get the first draft of the manuscript in by July, and then since then it's just been all the other
how many
things.
months is that? 5 months?
I think like I started working on it in
months.
February, but like properly in March, because like that at that point I had like done the deal, like signed the deal, so that I knew it was actually happening. So yeah, like 18 patterns in like 4 months. I don't know. Not.
That's clinical, girl. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
That's
so crazy.
But then like the like 5 months since I released my last pattern, like I've done like nothing. Like I'm like
same.
I'm like, how did
have
I
to take
do
a break
that?
after all that.
Oh, I'm like, how did I do that?
4.5 patterns a month is crazy.
Literally, I could never.
When you put it like that.
How
I started like
can't
dreaming
comprehend
about like
how
knit two
fast you were
together,
finishing stuff.
pearl one, like
Same. I would like do like double crochet 4 togethers in my head. I'd be like pulling up a loop, and I'd be like, okay.
It's
Fully.
it's called. There's this thing called, I think, the Tetris effect, where you just start seeing, if you like play a game a lot. People, it happens with like Candy Crush and whatever, and it happened with Tetris. People just kind of like see it,
start dreaming
like,
it.
in everyday
It's like
life.
the Queen's Gambit.
It's literally
Yeah,
Her playing chess on the ceiling. Yeah. Literally, you guys. You coming up with like you knitting a whole sweater just in your sleep.
honestly.
It's crazy.
But yeah, no, I was like the knitting part was the best part. The pattern writing was the harder part. The knitting was fun. Like I just got to like watch so much TV, like listen to so many podcasts, like just
What
knitting
did you
all
watch?
day.
Do you remember?
I don't remember. Just whatever was on.
It was all
I don't
blur.
know. It was genuinely, I like can't remember. But I was like I was like, this is for work. Like so good. But then the pattern writing was like, I improved so much over like the last ones took me so much quicker than the first ones, because I was like getting them tech edited at the same time as I was kind of like working on them, and like I was getting them tested while I was still working. Like it was all just like all happening.
You would put out a tester call for like 6 patterns at a time, which is just, I think that is crazy how you like
I don't know how I did
organize
that. I don't know. I did that. Literally. Sometimes
like,
I look
that's
back
just,
and I'm like,
that's the most stressful part to me.
well, yeah. Well, I just didn't want to do them all at once. But yeah, it was like really tough to meet the deadline with all the tests, and like, because I had to like get them tech edited first. So like, yeah, it was tough, but made it work. But yeah, I definitely feel like I improved. I've improved a lot. Like towards the end, it would take me so much quicker because I like had the style like very much like down.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it was like a very, very good like learning experience as well. And yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I don't remember what the question was. No idea. No idea.
What was like? I'm so curious. What did like a typical day look like for you? Like,
oh my god.
Or did it vary per day?
I think it probably varied per day. Like when I was obviously not just like, I didn't just knit all the samples then write the patterns. It was kind of like happening like, I don't know. I was kind of always working on samples up until I finished them all. I think I finished them all in around June-ish, probably May, June, something like that.
Wow.
I can't really remember, but because I obviously had to like, I can't write patterns until the sample's done. So there was like a certain point where like I needed to like finish the samples so I could finish writing the last few patterns, so then I could get them tech edited, and then I can get them tested, and then I could get the manuscript in by July. So like there had to be a bit of like period in between. Yeah, no, I don't. But yeah, I don't know. I just like wake up, like knit, like get on Excel spreadsheet, like I don't know. Like yeah, I don't know. It was yeah. I really don't remember.
Crazy every day.
Yeah, because it was like a year ago now. It's like a while, but yeah, no, I honestly just loved it. And then like once it was like done, there's still so much more work to do. Like after the actual manuscript goes in, like I was like, that's the end. Like no, then I was planning the photo shoot for like weeks, like just shopping for outfits and like planning everything. And then after that, like my review period started like straight away. So then I was like in full like editing mode, which went for a while. And then only really like over my summer break, which was like December, January, did I feel like I was like actually done. So
Yeah.
it's long.
Wow.
It's
But
a long
then you
process.
go straight into promo.
No, I was already promoing by then actually. So yeah, like I was already.
No break.
I think like
Okay.
November I started posting the photos. So
Ridiculous.
no break at all. But very soon, very soon.
The book's gonna come out. You're gonna go into hibernation.
Maybe.
We're not gonna hear from Jamie for a month.
And that would
Pop
be so
back out in
fun.
like 3 months. Hey guys.
Nobody's happening.
Here's another book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie's reputation era.
No, not gonna happen. But yeah, that's I don't know. That's kind of what it looked like, but it was really all over the place.
Good.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. I could imagine.
Mm.
That's wild. Did you have any that like I know you said like the patterns like you didn't use any patterns that were like already out and published, but did you have like any like started or like concepts of stuff before that you grabbed, or you just all off the dome?
like yeah,
That's crazy. Girl, like that's
nah.
you said how can I make this hard thing harder?
It wasn't like I
How can I
had
make
a
this
bunch
more
of patterns
challenging?
like stored, like ready to go. Like no, like I literally was yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
But
So book 2, you're writing that now?
No.
or-
no, definitely not for a while.
That's also real.
Yeah,
Advocate
can't
for
comprehend
a
doing that
period of
again.
hibernation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Day in, day out knitting. For me, Google Docs. For you, Excel.
Oh no, I was on Google Docs, Google Sheets. I just say Excel,
Yeah.
Excel, but I was like, I'm a
It's
Google girl.
catchier.
I'm a Google girl.
It's catchier.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
We were also going to ask, all of your patterns have like real, like, interesting names.
Oh.
But if you made garments related to us,
Oh my god.
what would you name
Oh
them?
my god. Put me on the spot.
Like
I don't have
what would be a
ChatGPT
sweater,
to like
Yeah.
help
what
me.
would be a vest?
Yeah.
Like design something in your head right now that would be like the Anna
Morgan
blank,
and
the
the
Morgan
Savannah.
blank, the Savannah
Yeah.
blank.
Okay, I've got to think.
Quickly.
Oh god, but I'm just thinking of your designs. Like
Okay, and don't plagiarize.
I'm like Savannah, it would be like granny squares or something, and then like Anna, I don't know, like I'm like the Harry cardigan. Like not that you designed that at all, but like
You're just taking what we've already done, so
I
you're just
know.
thieving.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Sorry,
count.
but you guys are you have your designs.
No.
So I don't
No. We don't want our
Your
designs.
design.
Oh, I don't know. My brain's too fried for this right now. It's too early. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Well, it's fine. We'll just expect real patterns with our names on it.
I
soon.
can name patterns
Yeah.
after you guys, 100%. Like I am so over
Perfect.
like coming up with interesting names. Like it's so.
Yeah, awesome.
But they're
I
good.
I was looking at baby name like lists by the end. Like literally, like to try and find names.
Love
I was like, cool. I'll name this one after
Okay,
my dog.
perfect.
Like yeah, no, it's
That's an
hard.
interesting.
Perfect.
So for my naming process, like anytime I finished something, I had like my followers suggest names and then they voted.
Sometimes
on
I
it.
did that.
I never even thought of like a baby names list. That's genius.
Yeah, well, I think I
love that.
found with the follower thing, because I definitely did that for a lot of them. Well, a few.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember exactly how many of them, but a few. I mean, sometimes I would do it and then I wouldn't use any of the suggestions. But
Yeah, real.
so it's like I can't remember which ones I asked for or not. But
Mm-hmm.
I find that sometimes like I'd post a photo and then naturally, like instinctively, people will suggest. And this is like no hate to the people who do this because like I totally understand. Like I would have that instinct too. But I guess like people will suggest names based on like the color I used in the sample. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
but this is a pattern that people will make in any color unless it's like very specific, like the colors like have to be those colors for that pattern. Like if it's like something color work related where like it needs to like have those
Yeah.
like I have like this SD vest which like if you're not using, I mean some people didn't, but like if you're not using a yellow for the lemon, it's not going to look like a lemon. So but yeah, so then sometimes like people would suggest things that was like based on the color and like that would annoy me. So
Yeah.
but I didn't want to be like,
purple vest.
don't suggest color related names. Like I don't want to be like I don't want to be rude. So
Yeah. No, I get that because like
yeah.
people are ultimately helping you out, but also at the same
Yeah.
time you're like, guys, like loving it, but like I can't name this cardigan the sky cardigan. I just made it in blue.
yeah, literally that's exactly the case. So So yeah, sometimes I would ask people and like people would come up with really fun names. Other times I'm just like puns relating to this word, and then like it just eventually I've think of something. I don't know. It was different for each one, but yeah. I don't know. I don't love naming. I love it when the name is like already come to me before I've even like finished knitting it. Like that's the best, but that doesn't happen to me very often. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, stunning. Well, we've obviously talked about this, but you haven't had the chance to with us. Do you have any good and juicy fiber artist hot takes?
Oh my god. Don't, I'm gonna get cancelled. Stop.
We're like, we know you do, girl.
I can't get cancelled now. This is like the worst time.
Okay, then don't say something cancelable.
I know, I've gotta
also,
think.
we're the authority, so everyone has to listen
Everything
to
that we say goes.
Oh god, I've got to think. Some of my hot takes that I've said in the past, I actually take back. So I don't know.
Fair.
Oh, interesting.
Growth.
Yeah, I think.
I think that's also just like natural. Like you can feel one way and then change it.
I've got one. But it's so like biased. It's so like it's so in the interest of my book. So I just say that with like please like preface, because I totally understand where people come from when they say certain things. But the chunky knit hate has got to stop. Like it's gotta stop, guys. Guys. Anti like fabric shavers, firstly. Like don't be like like with your clothes. Like it's like not that hard to take care of the things that you wear. Like I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Also all yarn pills. Sorry.
Yeah.
So true.
Sorry, I'm being outlandish because I know there are some people. Also, like ply chunky yarn. Whoa, crazy!
Yeah.
It exists. It exists. Yeah, I don't know. I think when something becomes trendy, like this happens with literally anything ever. Like it could be a person that's become famous, or like a song, or a trend, or anything.
Yeah.
There's when something it gets to a point where it's like oversaturated or whatever. I hate that. It's ugly. It's horrible. It's like whatever the adjective is. It's like immediately the tide
really bothered
shifts.
by this?
It's always like anyone else like Mean Girl vibes.
Yeah. It's like
I'm so glad we're talking about this.
Why you gotta kill the fun here? Like if it's not for you, like I totally understand it's not for everyone. But yeah, I think that hate's gotta stop, because who's it hurting? Like,
agreed.
Sorry, no offense.
Too many people are so focused on yucking someone else's yum, and it's just like,
just make
it's a hot take, whatever. But it's like, it's just like no one. I don't have a gun to your head saying to make something with like chunky yarn. You're fine. Like you don't have to. I've never understood people that like have to outwardly say things like just don't do it yourself.
Yeah, and like obviously I don't have a book with 18 like super chunky yarn patterns. Like there's like Aran weight mohair in there. There's like all sorts of. I have one of the patterns is like fully like it's like not even. I don't even know why I classified it as a quick knit. I think it works up fast because it's a vest. But like I don't think it would work up fast if it was a jumper. If that makes sense. But like I want to have like variety. So I think like I don't know where I was going with that, but I guess like it's not like only for like. Like not only one thing, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think the hate's got to stop, because I think it's honestly just like a product of something becoming too popular, and then
that's fair.
Yeah, people being like, we love to be haters. That's my opinion though, and I also totally understand a lot of the things. Like when I hear people talking about it, I'm like, I get to a certain extent.
I think
also, take care of your clothes.
There's like a lot of room to write a poorly written pattern for a chunky knit.
Yeah.
Because it can come with like taking the easy way out, not much like shaping, etc. etc.
But like, what would you prefer? Would you prefer that person who doesn't have enough experience or confidence to write a like waist shaping, joinment short rows, like all these like fancy things, to then write that on, and then you're like, this is a terrible pattern? It's like, you know what I mean? I feel like if someone is writing a chunky knit pattern, not that like I definitely feel like I want to like branch out now, because I feel like I've gotten to a point where I like am more confident. But like, yeah, like would you prefer like like when you buy a pattern, you want it to be good, like to be good,
Be well written.
Yeah, and so if
Yeah.
that person's well written pattern is going to be with chunky yarn, then like
Then so
maybe
be
just be
it.
grateful that they didn't write it on fingering weight
And
yarn.
if you
know?
don't want to make something with chunky yarn, don't buy that pattern.
Don't do it.
Crazy.
Whoa.
Just don't do it.
Crazy.
Whoa. Revolutionary.
Court
takes
adjourned.
off.
Thank you.
Oh god, I'm gonna get cancelled. I can't.
We have said worse things.
fine.
Gave me,
We have some
gave me
worse
too much
things.
confidence.
We just come on here and we just say stuff. And then we just
yap
post it to
away.
the internet and then forget that people watch.
Amazing.
Yeah.
People
I
listen.
love that.
Like,
But we also must ask, Jamie,
Yes.
how does it feel to represent Australia in the fiber arts world? I know we've talked that other Australians exist, but
They do.
no, they don't.
They do. They do exist. But thank
They
you.
don't.
No,
You
I
were
love
actually
it.
the only person at the Eras tour in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
It was
Just you and
actually just
Taylor.
me. I was literally saying this last night though, because people were asking me about it, and I was like, well, on Sydney night 2, we were on the like the front of our section, so I was like, I had like a barricade, and then I was like on the aisle, so it was really just me and her. No one else was there.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Literally.
I was like,
Oh, 100%.
as far as I'm concerned, it was just me.
100%. Me, I was up in the 300s, like a couple rows back, but like in my, like, and she saw me and I saw her and we had a really good time together.
I was like, anyway, like it was just like over the barricade, like me and her. Yeah. Anyway, when I say barricade, I mean like genuinely 4 levels up. Like,
I just need to bring back the absolute fucking violence that is 15 and you're on your own, kid.
Yeah.
I
Please
woke up
don't
to
talk
that.
about it.
No, guys, nothing
Please
can hurt
don't
me
talk about
anymore. It's actually like it's actually
That's an
incredible.
insane mashup.
Nothing can hurt me anymore though, because
That's criminal.
Crazy.
she had the audacity to play "Should Have Said No" and "You're Not Sorry" in my presence, and then also
Actually, don't talk to me about that.
"Haunted"
Yeah, I don't
and
even-
Don't
"Exile"
even say that. Don't.
in my presence. So
Maybe just stop talking
so
before you get canceled by us
nothing
for
can
this.
hurt me anymore. Like that.
I literally don't even
I-
have tickets.
I'm sorry.
Um.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You. Yeah. Don't even say that.
I
to
won.
us.
I won. Anyway, no, but yeah, that did hurt. Yeah.
No,
I have
she's
my
not.
list.
Just like she's so.
We're just gonna talk about Taylor
She's
Swift for like
so
5 minutes.
just. I know. We're
It's gonna happen. At
Usually
some
Taylor
point.
Swift Authority. I don't
Um,
know. She's just so intentional and mean with her mashups now.
yeah, but like I have
So-
my list that like I originally thought I was gonna have 4 surprise songs because I was only supposed to go twice, and then I went 3 times in the end. So I thought I was gonna have 6, but then I ended up getting 11. And then
Shut up.
And then I have my list, and then like there's almost as many that are like ticked off that I was like missed by one night. Like there's so many. It's like
She's just it's been like stacked, like the stuff she's been choosing, and it's like and every single night I got hurt again and again. And like I went to the show and I had a good time, and like you know what I mean? I'm honestly, I've heard other people say this online, I'm more hurt by the surprise songs. I'm just excited for people now. That's great. That's awesome. I'm still hurt. I'm still there when she added "Long Live" to the set list, and I missed
That
it.
was my favorite
I was like
song in the set list. So
actually
I'm so sorry.
So mad.
I'm so
I was
sorry.
actually like, it was irrational. I'm like still irrationally mad.
genuinely
I
fair.
saw the show and I'm so grateful that I did. But I'm like, I was like watching this happen. I'm like, and how dare she? And what about us? And I was so
I mean,
mad.
I was fully a sobbing mess every single time during that one specific song. Like I'm like saying that was my favorite. And all I could think about was that there were people that didn't count that song. So I'm really sorry.
But I did get Nothing New with Phoebe Bridgers.
Oh, okay.
The week after I graduated, and I just stand there and I just
yeah, no.
my girlfriend's just like, you're okay. It's okay.
No, that's insane. Yeah, I missed White Horse with Sabrina Carpenter by one night. So yeah.
I
That
really
is
don't hear it.
criminal.
Like you're not sorry. It's just
No, I'm fine.
so-
I'm fine. I'm so fine. I promise. I'm grateful. I promise. Okay, what was the question?
Actually, next we were gonna ask.
I don't think I answered the previous question.
It's fine.
It was about
We
how
never-
you want to represent
we never-
Australia.
we never-
so-
Never did that.
No, actually, I have an
actually
answer to that question. I didn't answer it. I have an answer. No, I think that no one cares about us, and people need to.
Oh.
No, I'm serious. Even like back to the Eras tour, like the fact that like people have been thinking about Australia for like more than 2 seconds a day has like made me like so happy. Like I feel like
That's crazy.
I feel like our country does not get acknowledged. Like I learned recently that our population is 25 million, but the US's population is like 300 million. I was like, oh, that's why. Because I was like, aren't we really big? No, really
I can
small.
kind of relate to that.
Because with Canada?
Yeah.
But I feel like you still get things.
People?
I want to live in Canada. Like that's my like dream. But
Taylor has more Australia dates than
as she
Canada
should.
dates.
No, I'm kidding.
Canada, everyone had to beg for Canada dates. That's true.
Yeah.
But also you had the US, which was like 5 seconds away from Canada, which you could have gone to. Which you couldn't do.
You know how the Australian dollar is super weak?
Yeah, no, I know.
The Canadian dollar.
It's bad. It's bad. But no, that's fair. No, I'm just happy that she announced Canadian dates for you guys. But
me too. I didn't get tickets. So.
Me neither, and I tried for Toronto.
Anyways, I can kind of relate because no one knows a single thing about Canada.
Yeah, but it's
I know
it's
Morgan's
exciting.
from there,
and that's all you need to know.
and I know that there are mousse and maple syrup, and you speak French sometimes, and
you say about
it's cold, and Justin Bieber's from there.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
and Shawn Mendes.
So
right?
And Shawn Mendes.
Wow. Yeah. So maybe shut up.
And that's all there is to know.
And that's all. And you don't like the Toronto airport.
Oh my god.
Right?
I don't.
Am I just making that up?
Are you just... It's fake Morgan lore.
Oh, I think you're talking about... Okay, I know what you're talking about. It's Terminal 3? Terminal 1? I don't know. There's
only a specific terminal in the airport?
There was a... What?
Huh?
Terminal 3. Okay, I was in Terminal 3 when I was flying back here from Toronto over Christmas.
Yeah.
And the terminal is split up into like A gates and B gates, and you can't like cross over. I was on like the A gate side. On the B gate side, there were 3 Tim Hortons. On the A gate side, there were none.
That is offensive.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
That is
3
rude.
Tim Hortons on one side and 0
Tim
on the
Hortons
other.
is from Canada.
Yeah.
I know that.
My favorite place.
Shout out Tim Hortons. Anyways.
You don't know what that is?
No idea. This is
That's
why
fair.
I'm saying no one cares about us. Like we have no idea what's going on. Like I don't know.
I know the capital of Australia is Canberra.
I'm going there in 2 weeks for the Australian Young Festival.
I had a friend who studied abroad there.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's uni there. Yeah. That's actually a very little known fact. I sometimes forget that that's the capital. So. I haven't been there since my year 6 camp where we all go and then we like see Parliament House and stuff. So
I have never been to the
I'll
capital
be
of Canada.
returning. Ottawa.
I've been to the capital of...
Love.
Yes!
Shout out Brenda.
Well,
We know that about Canada.
Literally the only reason I know that is because Brenda's from there. And she just talks about it all the time.
I have never been, so.
Fair enough. It looks nice. It looks pretty. But yeah, no, I don't know. I wish there were more Australian, like more prominent Australian barbers because there are so many of us. Like we have a Melbourne knit club. There are over 1,000 people in the in the Facebook group, and then like well over 100 in our like Instagram group chat. I wouldn't say that many people show up to the meetups, but there's still like a really strong like there's so many people like always being added. So that's just Melbourne. So like we exist, but yeah. I just feel like it's harder to kind of like grow, and I just kind of got lucky with the timing and stuff. I guess. But like most of my following is from the US, which is kind of annoying. But
yeah,
it's okay.
Kind of annoying. Yeah,
it's kind of annoying at times. There are times where it's really annoying, but obviously
it's annoying when it's spring here and you're like, oh my gosh, I love fall. Yeah. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's fall.
Oh, I can't even get into that conversation right now. Like, I cannot have that conversation.
Opening a wound, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, you don't want to have that conversation with me about like, what season is it? No.
But to throw a bone to your American followers, can you do an American accent?
Oh yeah, really well. Really, really well.
Okay.
Should I just do the rest of the podcast in my American accent?
Yeah.
Would that be suitable for you guys? Because then maybe I'll fit in a bit better with you guys.
You sound like a valley girl.
I have like
You sound like you're from
different-
California.
I have like a different personality when I speak like this. I become like
Yeah.
really chill and laid back.
You
Love
sound
the
like the people
vocal
on
fry.
like Love Island or something.
I don't even
no,
watch
you literally
that.
sound
Sorry,
like
I don't even watch that.
I don't even watch that.
So who you are. You live in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
You moved out there after getting about 4 viral videos. You quit your job, you moved out there.
Mm-hmm.
One of those TikTok
you-
influencers.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Yes.
Influencers. Yeah.
Yes. You are auditioning for like a reality show, and then you're gonna make that your personality. And that's the vision I see for you and your American
Yeah,
accent.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
go
so
on like
beautiful.
Too Hot to Handle.
Yes.
That was good.
Yes.
That was good.
Thank you. Like
Yeah.
when I was in America in 2016 and I went to Disney World, I thought I would practice my accent. So I just like when I would go to order food and drinks, I would just do this and they would believe me. 100%. Okay, I can't do it anymore. I'm
Or
having
that
to
literally
focus
says
too much.
anything.
I'm having to focus too much. But yeah, it was really fun. I was
It
like,
was
wow.
really good.
But
Yeah,
That was really
but
good.
why would it not be good? Like I hear it every single day,
Yeah, it's
even
so
though I
much.
don't live there. Whereas you guys like do
Yeah.
not hear my. That's why no one cares about us. No one can do an Australian. Actually, Sabrina Carpenter can do a very good Australian accent. I was like shocked
Yeah, I
when
saw
she would
that
do
on
like
TikTok.
impressions and
Hers was
stuff.
good.
But normally like it's genuinely horrific. Even in like TV shows where they like have someone who's meant to be an Australian, like the accent is so bad. I'm like, just hire
Yeah,
an Australian
It's very
or
dramatic.
an accent coach. Like it's not that
Yeah.
hard. Like
Please.
yeah, like
I'm
it takes
sure
me
you
out
can
of it.
afford a dialect coach.
Yeah, literally.
Amazon.
Yeah. But I guess it's like hard
Watch
when
a
you're not
show that
hearing
has
it.
Australian people. Like
Yeah, because I can do a very good British accent as well, if I wanted to.
You know what? Yeah.
Like I can do that.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to be like
not bad.
See,
in the mindset.
whenever I try to do a British accent, it goes back and forth between that and Australian to the point that I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm done here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was very good.
Thank you.
It was very good.
Wow,
Jamie, what's next?
Multifaceted.
Oh my
What's
God.
next for Jamie?
Well, I'm working on something exciting, but I can't say what it is.
Okay.
As in, I can tell you guys.
Oh,
but,
you
like,
did say. You did say.
But I didn't say. I like low
Okay, so
said.
once we press end,
Yeah, I'll
you'll
tell
tell
you.
us.
I'll tell you what it's actually
Okay.
for. But yeah, I'm working on a design for an exciting thing that's going to come out at the end of the year.
That's so fun.
And then I don't know, my book's coming out, and then
When is your book
yeah.
coming out, and where can people get it?
yeah, I really
Yeah.
should say the things. So my book, Fast and Fabulous Knits, is coming out on April 2nd in the US and Canada, and then approximately 6 to 8 weeks later in Australia and UK and wherever else. Really fun trying to organize a book launch when you don't know when the book's going out. Really, really good. You can get it from Amazon or Barnes & Noble. If you're from America, please order from one of those two websites. I have not said that enough, but I would really appreciate that because otherwise I won't know. Basically, I won't know unless it's from one of those two. So yeah, if you're not from those places, or if you just want to order from somewhere else, you can. I have a link in my Instagram bio that has a long list of places that you can order it from. And it's like you're getting 18 patterns for, I think, what does it say? $26 US. Can someone math?
It's a fantastic deal.
Yeah.
It is a really good
I
deal.
don't know what the math is on that. I'm not very good.
I'll do
but
it.
Thank you.
Less than $2 a pattern. You're never gonna
Exactly.
find patterns that cheap.
Exactly. Literally. And when they come out individually, it will not be that cheap. Just saying. So
No.
So what a
Just buy
deal.
the book.
And
buy the book.
Everyone buy
It's
the
really
book.
not difficult.
Just buy the book.
Yeah.
Just buy the book.
Make Jamie a #1 New York Times best-selling author.
Yes.
Please
Jamie
do.
on top.
Please do. I think that's all the information I have to say about where to order it.
Great.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Done.
Well,
Seriously.
what are we watching? What are we reading? What are we listening to?
Okay.
Ladies?
I'm starting with this because I just finished a book today. I has been just taking up my whole week. It's not new. It's not original. It's very popular. It's Fourth Wing
Uh-huh.
and it is just so good. It is like it's like the first dystopian book I've ever read, which
Fantasy.
shocked Savannah. Fantasy.
Not dystopian.
Sorry,
Oh,
my
I
bad,
was like,
my bad. No,
Did you
no,
not read
no.
The Hunger Games?
No. I read The Hunger Games. No. Fantasy. Which shocked Savannah before when I told her, but I've just never been into it. And I was like, everyone's talking about it. I'm just going to try it. And then I could not stop reading it to the point that I have things to do this week. I have actually so much to do, and I'm working like every day this week. So it's not helpful to like just be like, well, like another chapter is fine. But now that I finished it, I can like know a little bit of peace. And that's literally all I've been doing this week.
Isn't there a sequel?
There is a sequel, and
Okay,
I have it
but
on
don't start
hold
it.
at... No, I have it on hold, and I don't
yourself.
have it yet on my library app, so I can't start it if I wanted to, because I'm not going to have it for about 7 weeks, so...
Love.
Big lineup.
Yeah, so I can actually do my work and edit my video.
Mm.
Boo.
Beautiful. Boo.
That's all I've been doing. Anyways, I just had to say that.
Yes.
That's fair.
Love.
Savannah?
I finished reading Slaughterhouse 5 last week. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this.
No.
Kind of like obscure book. Written
No,
by
I've
Kurt
actually
Vonnegut.
never heard of it.
Have you actually not?
No, I'm not in a book world. Sorry.
But
The only book world
it's
I'm in
fine.
is my book.
So true. Well, this is actually the prequel to your book. It's an American classic. I highly recommend it. It's like an anti-war book written by Kurt Vonnegut. Where was he born? What guesses do we have?
Kentucky or Indiana?
Indiana. Good job.
I got excited for a second.
So he mentions Indiana a couple times in the book, and I'm like, and there's a
I know
place.
you're cheering every time.
I am. There's one of the restaurants in town. So we're in Bloomington. He was born in Indianapolis, which is about an hour away. And there's a chair in one of the restaurants here, and it has a plaque, and it's like Kurt Vonnegut sat here, because we have nothing else going on.
That's so real.
I watched The Zone of Interest yesterday in theaters. So good. 5 out of 5 for me. Fantastic. I wouldn't mind if it won Best Picture. Whenever the Oscars are happening. I don't know when they're happening.
Sunday.
So we'll already know by the time this episode's out. Love.
You'll know when the Oscars are happening, because Morgan will be texting updates every minute.
Yes, yeah.
As she does award show season.
Yes, perfect for us.
What's your favorite season?
Yeah.
Awards.
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 It's great.
Yes.
Yes. She knows.
I've been watching a lot of Rhett and Link also.
Of course.
Love.
As per usual. They're like taste test stuff. They're comfort YouTubers.
Yeah.
For me and like a million other people.
Duh.
Duh.
Well.
And you, Morgan?
Well, I was going to say Jamie go, and then I'll go last.
Oh, well.
Jamie.
Okay. Love is Blind, season 6.
Oh, yes.
Finished watching it the other night, whenever it came out. I think it was Wednesday night for me, because we get to watch it like straight away because we're awake. It's great.
Yeah.
But then I go on TikTok and I'm like, why is no one talking about this? You're asleep. Yeah. Thoughts. Hope I have many. Are you guys watching Love is Blind? Yeah, you're probably not. Missing out on some seriously good TV. Genuinely. Love that show.
I saw the girl who like said she looked like Megan Fox or something. I saw TikToks about that.
Hate that woman, no offense. Like normally I watch the show and I'm like, the men, I hate them all. Like men are always the problem, but this season there was like just one very problematic woman. But we're not going to be talking about that. It's International Women's Day.
No.
Yes.
Women
Can't be doing
can never
that.
do anything wrong.
No.
Yes.
Nope. Nothing.
We love women.
But yeah, the reunion's next week and I'm like, please give me all the tea. But yeah, so there's that. That's been consuming me. Survivor, as per usual. Australian Survivor and US Survivor happening simultaneously, which is a little bit chaotic for my schedule because Australian Survivor's on 3 times a week. And then I get one night off, and then US Survivor, which I have to watch from last night. I haven't watched it yet. And then I get like 2 nights off, and then Australian Survivor's on again. It's like a lifestyle at this point.
How do you keep track?
No, like
Like,
it's
I would
really,
take
it's
time.
quite
This week
difficult.
is crazy.
3 nights in a row, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then I get Wednesday off, and then I have Thursday night US, and then Friday, Saturday I get a bit of a break, for Shabbos, and then Sunday is
Shabbos.
yeah, literally, and then Sunday is we're back to Australian Survivor, but I think Australian Survivor is over soon. I think we only have like 2 or 3 weeks left, so that's okay.
Crazy.
so there's that, and I don't read. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, you
I
should be. You're
barely
missing
read.
out.
I just
You
like
should learn
it's
sometime.
because it's for me. Unless it's an audiobook, which I need to get better at because Spotify have so many audiobooks now that I can just like listen to. But it's like it's knitting or reading. Like I can't be doing both. Like
I get it.
my downtime can only be spent in so many ways. So
It's one of the reasons I don't really read.
yeah, and my ADHD would much prefer like knitting, and like I can't knit without looking as well, so that's an issue. Like enough to read. I tried during uni, it didn't work.
Sometimes,
So yeah,
sometimes if it's an easy project, and if I set up my book or my phone the right way, I can read while I knit.
I like fully
'Cause,
tried
like,
to do
I don't
that
need to
during
look.
uni. I'd be like, I'll do my readings if I can knit, and then it was literally like
Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna take me 3 hours to read like 5 pages. Like I just can't. So but yeah, but that's like the main things. And is there anything else? I feel like I've been watching YouTube a lot, but I'm like, who? Like you
Same.
guys?
I do as well, but I watch like what pops up on my Explore, so like I
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
can't keep track.
I'm watching you guys. I'm watching people making videos about Love Is Blind. I'm watching Emma's videos. Obviously, I'm watching.
Always.
I was in. Did you guys see?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
that was so funny.
The most bizarre thing I've ever had
So
to do,
funny.
but it was amazing.
I could just imagine them DMing you like, "Hey,
No, literally.
crazy question."
They were like, so I'm making this video about these Australian mug people, and I was like, oh, I'm invested in the Australian mug thing. I was going to tell
I
you to do a
was
video
too.
on that. I was like, I was fully going to tell
I'd
you to do a
never
video
heard
on
of
that.
it.
Really? Oh, it was like my entire For You page.
That's so funny. I didn't realize it was like beyond Australia until that point.
Worldwide.
But like sorry to like go off track. My friend Chloe yesterday was like to me, because we always like had talk about how we're really scared of ending up on Craft Snark, but neither of us ever have. God willing, that stays the same. And then she was like, no, I actually don't think it's going to happen. Someone told me that like no one cares about Australia enough for us to end up on Craft Snark. And then I was like I know, like I get that, but then also like that mug thing went like so crazy that like it's anything's possible. So I was like, no, we've still got to like stay like on top of it. Like, you know, we've got to not be too messy because you never know when they might start caring about the Australians. So yeah.
That's crazy.
Anyway, that was very funny. Sorry, that's all. That's me.
Nice. No, that's great. I am reading the 4th Percy Jackson book.
Mm.
I have heard of that. Yeah.
But I mainly read on the tube.
Oh,
I'm just like,
there's no internet.
Sitting there.
What's with that?
What do
There's
you,
no, there's no reception on the tube.
Well, it's underground.
Yeah, but so everywhere else there is. Literally everywhere else.
We
Everywhere
live in
else
the
except
medieval times
London.
over here. So
Every single-
no,
I
not
was,
in,
like,
in Toronto. There's
shocked.
no service on the subway.
I was shocked. I like got into that tube and I was like, wait, what do you mean? Like, oh, going.
Yeah, I'm used to. In Toronto, there's no service on the subway.
Oh my god.
So-
That's bizarre. It's
But
crazy.
even Toronto does not. Maybe it does now. I haven't lived there in a while. But like when I was there was no Wi-Fi either.
Oh my god.
Here,
Some
there's
people
Wi-Fi
do.
in the tube.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Read books.
Reading, knitting. Yeah, I get it.
So I do that on the tube. I did that today on the tube. I was reading. What am I watching? I don't know. I'm like watching Abbott every week.
Yeah,
It's
but they didn't have a new
fine.
episode last night. It's just such a mediocre
really
season. It's making me so
slow.
sad.
It's just
There's
so
a post
slow.
Oscar episode on Sunday though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be watching
Which
the
is-
Oscars on Sunday. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
What else? I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I watched Ted Nevison's Barbie video. It was really good.
Oh.
And then I
should watch
rewatched
that.
the Margaritaville video because they're just funny.
Yes, love Margaritaville.
What am I gonna do? Not do that? And then like every day I'll probably watch it. Like a rewatch a Mike's Mike video.
Oh,
Real.
Well, yes.
Love him.
Well, yes.
whenever I'm
Australian
like sad,
representation.
whenever I'm sad, I just watch the Glee recaps. And
Ugh.
I'm happy again.
You should.
No, fully. I want to meet Mike.
But
He
I
lives in
think that's
Melbourne.
it.
I want to like
Well, you'll
find
find
him.
him.
I want to like find him and be like, hey.
I want to be his
He'd
best
be like,
friend.
who are you? I'd be like, your best friend in my mind. Yeah.
I feel like that's it. I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm watching like Death and Other Details. I'm watching the end of the season. I don't like it. Don't recommend.
Oh, great.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
It's like very much, it's a Hulu show, and it's very much like we want to be White Lotus and also Only Murders in the Building combined. And it like like deeply wishes it was an HBO show, but it's not. And it's just like, I'm just like, ugh. Like I don't care, but I have to finish it.
You're invested
So,
at this point.
yeah. So that's what I'm watching. That's it. That's all for me.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Well,
And that's all for our app.
all of us.
OMG.
Thanks for
What a
joining us,
beautiful
Jamie.
time. Yeah,
Thanks
you.
for having me. Thanks for making my dreams
Yeah,
come
of course.
true.
Officially a part of the Authority.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
In
No, it's like I just do this all the
Authority
time.
cinematic universe. Yes.
Like, it's my
Yeah.
name.
If people want to follow you as if they don't already, where can they find you?
They might not, honestly. Jaime_Creates. That's JAIME. If you're wondering. Blame my parents. And that's me on everything. There's an underscore there for reasons I don't know, because I actually found out recently that Jaime Creates without an underscore is fully available.
Oh, love that.
Oh,
But now it's in
Maybe it
print.
wasn't
you can't
that.
change
It's in
it
print
though.
now, so I can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't
Yeah.
change
Not
it.
too far gone. Where is it written? It's written somewhere here.
OMG. The book
Yeah,
is so
there.
real.
Jaime_Creates. So
Stunner.
can't change it now.
Oh, and I can't wait, and I'm so glad you brought up the book again, because I can't wait for the three of us to be mentioned in your acknowledgments as
Yeah.
your most amazing, phenomenal inspiration and talent.
Uh-huh. Right?
Can't wait for that. Right, Jamie?
Right?
Excited to get my copy.
Right?
Well,
Yeah.
you're all getting copies, but I wouldn't hold your breath.
Wouldn't hold your breath, girl.
no, Anna,
Yeah.
Anna, you're mentioned but not by name, because I thanked my testers and you tested for me, so you count on that.
Yeah, suck that, guys.
Honestly, I should have had a thank you for Savannah and Joanne for putting up with my like, what did you do at this part when they did this? Like, instead of just like emailing my publishers, I would just be like, hey, so like when you had this part, like,
No, it's
well,
so
how did you
fair.
do this? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I should have done that. I'm really
Why
sorry
not?
I
So
didn't
funny.
say thank you, but I do say thank you, because actually, no, low key, like it was really cool to have like Savannah and Joanne both like had gone through the same process. So I was just like,
And now
have
you
my
can be
little
there
like
for other people.
mentors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a beautiful process.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
Yay!
go follow Jamie and go buy the book.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the takeaway for
Thank
today.
you.
Yes, yes.
please do.
Okay.
That's
So,
all.
the outro.
Oh my
You get
God.
to hear it live, Jamie.
I'm so
are you
excited. Oh my God.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Crochet Authority. If you liked it, which we know you did, make sure to rate it 5 stars and give us the best review possible wherever you can. Also, make sure to stay up to date with us on Instagram and TikTok at the Crochet Authority, and you already heard Jamie's ads as well. Also, follow all of our personal accounts on social media, because we are perfect. Bye!